wake up, stay down, get on my cell phone. Lay out, my mental health gone. Pay out, where did my sins go? Right for a minute, but sight for him, I will fight back. In the midst of these night cons, I'm getting my flesh. But I wonder where night's gone, I'm taking bite fast. It goes by in a flash. Felt like minutes now, someone sitting in the backseat tripping. Thinking about existence, shallow is one soul, but hollow is how I'm living. A product of what we seen, a product of what we heard. What you never seen the nerve, but I heard that occurred in a person. I know this ain't working, I could go and talk about it in these little verses. I could make a song about it, maybe it'd be pertinent, but I don't think it's working. No, I don't think it's working.
Bro, this is insane. Bro, this is actually insane. How I will like yesterday I was muted in OBS, but today my mic is muted. All good, bro. But I was just saying, Faded, welcome back. Lindsay, welcome back. You know, welcome back. Honchalo, welcome back. Man, I said more stuff than that, but you guys missed it. All good. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, I was just gonna say, like, today we're doing a Spider-Man guide on stream, so it's gonna be kind of interesting. I will not lie. All right. No, but how are you guys doing today, bro? Have you played ranked at all since new season? Nope. Not a single game. I literally just got back. I scripted out a little bit of the guide, and yeah. So, yeah, I'm like kind of feeling under the weather though. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit under the weather. Oh, wait, I need to fix my YouTube stream though, bro. Alright, let me fix this YouTube stream. My YouTube stream, I always have to manually change the thumbnail and then add a description. It's kind of insane. I don't even know how to do it properly. Emma Frost is already PMO? Wait, what does that mean? Tell me what that means right now. Yo, IDFK. Welcome back, yo. Also, I need you guys to tell me. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have multi-chat on, but if someone from a YouTube chat like types, I think it'll show up on my stream. But so just let me know if I don't see it. If you guys can. Pissing me off. Wait, Emma Frost that OP or what, bro? New Rocket OP, by the way. Yeah, I heard, bro. I heard that Rocket's just meta now. Why'd they make Rocket meta? That's insane. Yeah, she's OP. Crazy. It's absolutely insane, honestly. I would have never expected Rocket to get buffed like that. But Emma change what do you call it? The Emma Frost stuff. I actually haven't seen Emma Frost in game yet, so I need to check that out. Bro, Rexel's bothering me in whispers, bro. Look at this guy, bro. It says quick play 1, please, bro. Buy her a new skin first, bro. I'm not buying her a new skin. What are you talking about? Wait, hold up. Wait, don't. Wait, no one told me this jiggle physics in game too. I thought it was just a trailer. Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. Give me a sec. Wait. Bro, this jiggle physics in game too? The fuck? Wait, this character's. But this is this like not Gunnar bait? What the fuck? What the Bro, her other skin better? Go to the store, that's Gunnar bait? But this is also Gunnar bait, bro. Look at this shit, bro. What the Okay, this damage though is not that crazy, the left click. Thankfully. And you have to aim it as well. So it's not that crazy. But the shield. Oh, there's a cooldown between the shield. Oh. Let's see. Wait. Oh, then you go melee for him?
You were beneath me.
Interesting. What's her Q? Oh. It does a burst. Wait. Oh, I did it wrong. Where'd it go? The shield design is really cool. True. What? Okay, no. Okay, what am I saying? That wasn't. I thought that was a one shot, but she was already like half HP.
Double KO. How embarrassing. Mental domination.
Okay.
Oh, priceless. That's 3.
Whoa, wait. You can combo with her.
Wow.
Like you can combo squishies, yeah?
Do you even train for this?
Bro.
Exquisite.
Whoa, wait. If you can get in range to combo someone with Emma Frost, definitely lethal. Definitely lethal.
How embarrassing.
Very lethal damage.
Priceless.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah, any squishy that tries to contest her is gonna just die. I'm pretty sure.
Impervious. Look who's here.
Very interesting. I see. Well, I will say though, this Spider-Man skin is very interesting. It's the first time actually trying it out, so the sound effects are kind of nice.
Wow, 4 in a row. 5. 6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
Come on, Luna's new skins. Wait, okay, but can I be honest though? I don't think it's good. Like that new skin looks kind of bad. Huh? That outfit looks like, I don't know, her hair too is just, I don't know, for me it's a little crazy. A little crazy. Maybe that's just for me. Jaw dropped? Wait, am I trolling for saying that though? Like genuinely. Like her new skin is just like kinda mid. Like her outfit, I don't know. She looks like a grandma. Like Luna base skin is so much better.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Or am I? Do you think I'm trolling? You know, or what? Alright, but in a little bit, I'm gonna get to the guide real quick. Knock that out of the way. I hope so. Wait, you know, what do you like about this Luna skin?
Double KO.
What do you like about the new skin? How do you want it?
Now I gotcha. Crack the whip. Pretty sure those are bad guys.
Double KO.
Yeah.
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
Her hair is so pretty, it complements her outfit. Really? I guess I'm the one who doesn't like the... What do you call it? Like the hair. Also, guys, I actually like... What do you call it? I ordered a Spider-Man hoodie. Okay. But for some reason it's not coming. I think it got like I think it got lost in the mail or something. There's no way, right? I actually think it got lost in the mail. Also, let me check something real quick. What up?
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Alright. I think in about like 5 minutes I'm gonna start the Spider-Man guide. Battle Pass worth it for real? I mean, it's just worth it because of the skin, no? It's worth it because of the Spider-Man skin. Nah, but otherwise, there's some pretty decent skins. I will not lie. There are some pretty decent skins.
Double KO. That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row. 5.
I'm just sad there's no like new Spider-Man tech this season. There's nothing new. Like Spider-Man is the same. Nothing changed about him, except the game's a little bit harder, bro. Wait, super jump pull or what? Super jump, I can't even land it right now. Oh. Wait. I don't know. These web swing sounds are kind of like I don't know. I don't know if I like this. It's kind of weird. The sound effects are satisfying. You think it's satisfying? Ah, fuck. It's like
Pretty sure those
kind
are
of
bad guys.
distracting. Here, let me. I have every Spider-Man skin on this account now. Now this is satisfying, bro.
People who can't help themselves.
How can you ever top this?
Life is hard sometimes.
No.
At least maybe I can make it easier
Also,
for
like,
other people.
can you tell me why they keep making these terrible skins, bro? Like why are none of the Spider-Man skins like cool? These skins are just not cool in my eyes. Like, this just looks bad. I don't know. I just don't like it. And then the punk skin, like, I don't know. I don't fuck with it, bro. I don't know why they made him like that. They're cool. He's just tripping on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just spoiled, man.
KO.
Like, it's like I feel like okay, like I don't want to make a comparison to like League of Legends, but let's look at League of Legends, bro. All their skins are so nice. Oh, but these skins are like
Now I gotcha.
Wow.
not hitting.
In a row.
Yo, Santa, what's up? Yo. Yeah, let's play Friday. I'm gonna make a Spider-Man guy. Wait, you literally never told me though, like what time? No, or am I tripping? Or what did you tell me which time? I feel like I asked you about it and then you never gave me an answer to it. I think the first time you said something, you said like a time. The first time I said write it down. Yo, you don't want to play with me, bro? Nah, that has to be troll. That's
Watch out, they're headed our way.
I'll be Eternity Rocket. Down, bro. Wait, Santa, did you play today? Yes, and what does that mean? Yes and no.
Double KO.
You don't like the Orochimaru Spider-Man skin? Nah, bro. I don't like the design. I think it's cool, like, to a certain degree, but I don't. The design just does not hitting for me. Like when I first saw the leaks of this skin, I thought it was fake because of how like I don't know, it just looks weird. It just looks weird, bro. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I feel.
Pretty sure those are bad guys. Crack the whip. Spider sling.
Double KO. That's 3.
Fortunately, mid Spider-Man skin. I like the sound effects though. Hey, you know what? At least one person agrees with me.
5. That's amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
All right, but I will actually start the god. I'm gonna start the god. What's the Senna? Are you gonna play today or not? Like more? Or are you gonna play today at all?
Pretty sure those are bad guys.
Either way, I'm gonna start this guide up. Get it done while I can. But alright, I'ma hop into it. Give me a sec, give me a sec. I'm debating. Alright, let me know if you finish debating by the time I finish this guide. I'm gonna be yapping for a while. I want to do no start.
Watch out, they're headed
First,
our
I'll go
way.
to my comp account. Oh well, I wasn't gonna play on my main if for a bit. I was gonna like wait. I was gonna play like my third account if I was gonna play at all. Honestly. You want to be bronze or gold? That's funny. I don't even know how many. Like I don't even know like. So let's say I gotta reset the plat. Most likely gold. Z stop gym. Oh, that one account. All right. Alright, I'm gonna start this guide while I'm here. If I fuck this up, or if I don't like it at the end, I'm probably just gonna record it on my own time. But I guess this is good practice for the real thing. Right, because I'm gonna record this no matter what, either way. So. The tank reset? Oh, the rank reset? About to say. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, it's a little crazy. I mean, not crazy. I mean, 9 ranks... I mean, I know why they do 9 ranks, because it's because this game is so much easier to climb because of how little time the games take. Right, so if you're good, you'll climb fast because every game is like 5 minutes to 15. It's like 5 to 20 minutes per game, right? So I understand why they reset 9 divisions. Like if every game took like 40 minutes or 30 to 40 minutes, I would understand maybe like only like 3 ranks, the soft reset, and then do 1 big reset at the end of the year or something like that, like how other games do it. But these games be going by pretty fast, so I kind of understand. Right. So yeah, I mean that's also why the game felt like there was so much rank inflation. Because like I don't know, it's just within like a couple of weeks, everyone just gets to the rank because of how little the time the games take to play. Right. So I mean, very interesting, different dynamic. But, oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna get into this guide. So let's see. Okay. Should I be standing somewhere specific in the? Should I start in the character select? Alright, right here. Alright. I'm gonna be a little bit awkward at first, but I'm gonna try to get into it a little bit. Alright. Alright, so I reached Eternity on 2 different accounts, almost exclusively playing Spider-Man. I peaked top 50 highest ranked Spider-Man mains global on PC and ended season 1.5 as the number 58 and number 159 Spider-Man on my 2 accounts. By the end of this video, I guarantee that you will learn something new and that you will not just become a better Spider-Man player, but a better Marvel Rivals player in general. Alright. Can you sound more alive? It's really obvious you're reading a script and you sound plain. Bruh, son, I'm about to end the stream right now, bro. I'm about to record this on my own time. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna just keep going. Alright. Cause I don't give a fuck. Alright.
Pretty sure those are bad guys.
Dude, it doesn't matter if I sound plain. If the words I'm saying is not plain, that makes it not plain. Alright. But alright. So I will not be sharing any like basic tips and tricks or go over any of the abilities, but I will be sharing more advanced concepts that other videos on YouTube don't cover. Alright. And I'll also say that even if you don't play Spider-Man, this video will still be useful for you to watch so that you can stop other Spider-Man mains from doing what they want in your lobbies. Alright. Before I dive in though, let me lay out the main points I'll be addressing in this video, which are learn how to effectively climb ladder, which is 1. Number 2, why you need to stop relying on combos. Number 3, the reality of pulling people off the map. Number 4, the truth about who to target on the enemy team. Number 5, why you suck at timing your engagements. And lastly, the real correct playstyle of Spider-Man. And I'll just say it right off the bat, it's not rage-based Spider-Man, alright? But alright, let me just get right into it. So number 1, the first one I was going to cover is how to effectively climb ladder. Alright, and this is also very important because in the title of this video, I say how I hit eternity on Spider-Man, and that implies that we're going to be talking a lot about the rank, right, and how to climb rank. But before anything, I need to say this first, is that as a Spider-Man player, you need to learn to mute all, okay? You need to learn to mute all, because I think Spider-Man is probably one of the most like attacked heroes in the game for whoever plays it. So basically, right, it's like even if you're losing, okay, say that you're losing a game and it's objectively not your fault, you will always be the first to get blamed out of anyone else just from the fact that you're playing Spider-Man. Okay, and this can really tilt you, and if you actually don't get tilted, then I guess you don't need this, but most people get tilted from this kind of stuff, and even me, I get tilted, right? So that's why I think it's really important to just learn to mute all and just play the game on your own terms, because people on the other team will say that you're going against a Spider-Man, they're gonna say Spidey div, blah 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 blah. They're gonna start talking. They're gonna be like, oh, the worst Spider-Man I've ever seen. Oh, my team has the worst Spider-Man I've ever seen, or some bullshit like that, and it's gonna tilt you. And in VC, they're gonna say, Spider-Man, can you switch? Can you switch? You're not being useful. So just learn to mute all. That's the moral of the story, right? So, but next is to decide if you actually want to one-trick this hero or not, right? Because if you're genuinely trying to become one of the best Spider-Man players in this game, and you need to just one-trick this character and just prove it to everyone that you're just amazing as Spider-Man, then be my guest, be a one-trick, right?
Those are bad guys.
Oh my gosh, dude. This game is actually just like... This character is just pretty sure that's just a bad guy. Like, actually, bro. The whole entire time. Alright. Oh, should I just sit on this screen right here? Nah. I'm gonna sit on this screen. This is season reset. But it's all good. Alright. Okay, where was I? Yeah, but you need to decide if you want to be a one trick or not, because say that you want to be a one trick. You're gonna be counterpicked a lot. We have 2 ban slots, but there's so many broken things in this game that you kind of have to ban, that sometimes you might not be able to ban everything, right? And not everything that's good against you isn't gonna be banned. So some cases you're gonna play against hard counter comps, and from there you just gotta decide like, oh, am I gonna switch or not, right? If you want to be the type of player to switch, you can just learn a second character, right? But to that, I will also say, just make sure that you thoroughly learn the second character, right? Like, if you want to play Hela as your secondary, which is my secondary pick from Spider-Man, right? Make sure that your aim is good, right? Like, actually good enough to the point that you can actually play it in your rank, right? Or if you're playing like Bucky, make sure your Bucky. I know that Bucky's not that hard, but just make sure that your Bucky's good, right? And make sure to be thorough on that. If you want to play Luna Snow on support, that's your secondary. If you're what just happened? Wait, what happened to my stream, man? Wait, did my internet just crash? Wait, hold up. Also, what I think I'm gonna do is maybe play some gameplay in the background. Actually, I think that's a good idea. Wait, replay expired because it's from the last patch. Fuck. Alright. Hopefully my stream is fine though. Okay. Alright, we should be chilling. Alright, just to continue my point, gotta make sure that if you want to play support as your secondary role, and if you can't play Spider-Man, you're gonna swap to support. Just make sure that you actually know how to play support, right? And make sure to learn it thoroughly. But next thing on this point is that you need to private your profile and you need to private your name. So basically, how you do that is you want to go to your settings, right? Go to social and then make this private or friends only, so that third-party trackers won't be able to track you. Even if you hide your name in game, like if say that you go to hide your name competitive, you turn this on, the tracker can still see through that and see your stats. So just make sure you hide this and make your profile friends only or private. Okay, and that way you won't be target banned. You're Spider-Man. Also, this is just a cherry on top. You don't actually have to do this, but I would also recommend, if you really don't want to get target banned, make sure to change your banner every single game as well, because if on the chance that you get someone that you had on your team or on the enemy team, and then you get them again on the other team, then they can just target ban you because they recognize your banner and your level or whatever, even if you hide your name, right? So that's just another thing, right? And then this is another thing you can do when you're climbing, is to not pop your Q until you see that people from your previous game get into hero select, right? Because the game has a feature where you can go to your friends and then go to recent players and you can see if they're in a queue, if they're in a game or not, right? So you can use this to your advantage and kind of just wait, right? Another thing, make sure to utilize the avoid teammate system as well. I mean, I think everyone does, but the fact that you can avoid people for like 3 days is like actually kind of nice, so you don't get them in your game again if they're a genuine thrower, right? So yeah. Another thing I would highly recommend is to not queue anymore for at least 15 minutes if you lose 2 in a row. I think everyone at this point in this game that grinds comp knows that there's engagement in matchmaking, so just make sure that you don't tell the algorithm or the matchmaking that you're okay with losing multiple games in a row, because it's just gonna keep feeding you losses. Maybe give you like a sprinkle in a small win here or there, right? So try to take a break. 8 hours is the best like duration of break you can take, but yeah, try to get off after 2 losses in a row. In the queue again, like in a bit, or like 15 minutes or 8 hours is the best, right? And one more thing is, don't queue right before your usual bedtime, because like right before you go to bed, your body just makes you super tired. So just make sure that you're not just queuing when you're tired, right? That's pretty obvious, but I mean, I used to do it a lot and just lose a lot of elo because I just wasn't playing the best, right? And the last thing is to actually find a Venom duo, right? Because with the Venom team up, you're going to be able to do a lot more. And you're going to be able to consistently pull off one-shot combos. Well, not one shot as in like it takes one shot, but like you'll be able to kill it really fast, right? So here's just an example. You see, that's like your bread and butter. Like normally with the Venom team up, you can kill them like this, and it's just way faster, right? Like even on 275 HP targets, you can kill them incredibly fast, like that. right? And not to mention also having the Venom on your team allows you to play off of his pressure instead of trying to create the opportunities yourself. You'll have a lot more opportunities to kill their backline and then also just put on a lot more pressure along with your Venom, right? So that's what I'd recommend, right? Because without a Venom, like, I think Spider-Man, like, say that Spider-Man is B tier with Venom, then he'd be like C tier without him, right? It makes that much of a difference. So yeah, I mean, just find your Venom duo. What I did to find a Venom duo is kind of funny. So I went to the top 200 or top 500 list of the highest ranked Venom players. I literally just added them on my main, like all of them, like the 200 players. I just added them, and like 60 or 70% of them actually added me back. So I have these Venom players on my friends list that I can invite and like play with or message and get their Discord or whatever and try to talk to them and then set up a game or whatever, right? So it might take a little bit of work, but honestly, just finding a Venom player is actually like gonna be huge for you, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna go into the next part of the video, which is why you need to start relying on combos. I see so many people just looking for the next good combo. What's the next combo that we need to learn? What's the new tech, right? And like, how do you kill the person? Oh, is this a good combo? What's your bread and butter, right? Or whatever or not, right? And what I'll say to that is that like every fight will be different with different factors at play. So you gotta stop trying to find the next best combo because it hurts your ability to be flexible and adaptive, right? Because some cases, right, you're just not gonna have the cooldowns. So what are you gonna do? Wait for 5 seconds for you to get over here to get back up to do that one combo that you always wanted to do, or will you just zip in and just do a combo that's a variation of the bread and butter, but you just don't use to get over here, right? So it's very, very important to learn how to combo without using the get over here, without using certain parts of the kit that you would normally have, and when you have all of your cooldowns up, right? So before anything, I'm just going to quickly show you guys my settings right here. These are my settings. I'm just going to scroll down really quick. You guys can pause the video or you guys can look back when you need to, but this is how I have everything set up. Okay. I will say one big thing is just to make sure that you have hold to swing on and easy swing off or automatic swing off, because it will just like not allow you to do some tech on Spider-Man, right? And also make sure to have get over here targeting. So make sure you have a separate keybind for your get over here to use when they're marked with the cluster, so that you don't have to go in all the time. You can actually pull them too, even with a cluster. You just gotta set the keybind on something else, right? So just keep that in mind, okay? All right. And next thing I need to teach you guys is also how to like chain your uppercuts, chaining your uppercuts, your clusters to get over here, right? We have to learn how to put this all together, not in a single combo, but in variations, right? Because say that I want to combo like a tank, right? If you sit there and be like, oh, this is one combo I learned on TikTok, I have to go like this, and that, and then, oh, that's how you do it, right? If you think about the game like that, then we're gonna be less effective, because what if we don't have a certain cooldown? Maybe the cooldown's coming up in 3 seconds and we can't. What if we don't have the opportunity to wait, right? So that's why you need to learn how to combo all of this together, even without like specifically knowing a certain set of moves, right? So say I'm gonna turn ability cooldown off, and like I'm just gonna walk up to this tank and just do something that will kill him. Oh, that killed him, but like that's not really a specific combo. I just did it like muscle memory, right? Another one is just like maybe start with the down smash, like that, right? And all of this is just like, it's not really a specific combo. It's just learning how to down slam with the overhead down slams over and over again, like putting in the tracers like in between those, so so that you can get maximum damage. And then when you have the uppercut cooldown, to use it after you tracer, and then go into another down slam, then repeat the process, right? So yeah, learning how to do that is very, very important, right? And you can't, like, I can't really teach you anything on this, right? You just have to hop in the practice range and just keep on doing this like over and over again until you find like that rhythm, right? You should just, like, the rule of thumb is to just put your cluster in every single time you hit them, right? That, right? But yeah, there's even things you can pull them in, do this, do that, and then go into that, right? But like, honest to God, I never like thought of that as a combo. Like, I just do what I normally do on Spider-Man, which is just combo my punches with clusters, down slams with clusters, cancel my uppercut into down slams, and just that's how I do it, right? And that's why it's very important to not rely on combos so much, but just learn how the character works and then just adapt, right? And that's kind of a long ramble, but I hope my point got across. Now, I also need to talk to you guys about specific matchups, right? And actually, before that, let me rechat. Are we serious? Ghetto ass skin. Ignore that. That wasn't for you. Yeah, I figured. Also, what's up, Avi? Welcome to the Twitch chat. Welcome. I'm currently in the middle of shooting a what do you call it? Like a Spider-Man guide per se, like a Spider-Man and like rank guide, how to climb with Spider-Man. But yeah, let me hop back into where was I? Yeah, matchup specific 1v1 tips. Okay, I think this is actually important because I think a lot of guys out there will just tell you the quote unquote bread and butter combo, and they say you just use it all the time. If it's a Luna, just go in like this, right? Which is the cluster, get over here, uppercut, cancel into the right click into a down slam, right? But a Luna during that whole combo can just snowball you out and you'll just die because you'll get snowballed and you'll get shot, right? So that's why it's important to bait out cooldowns. And how do you bait out cooldowns? Well, I'll tell you this very important tech. Well, it's not only tech, but you just want to zip uppercut, okay? That's the tech. All right, zip uppercut. And what this is going to do is pressure the enemy into using a cooldown, okay? I promise, even in my lobbies, in like Eternity lobbies, people, like, if you cluster them and then zip uppercut, sometimes they'll just pop like Loki, what do you call it? They'll pop Loki totems or something like that, or even like soul bond on Adam, right? Because that's like half like a Squishy's HP. It's pretty threatening, you know what I mean? So maybe sometimes you just want to engage with the zip uppercut, right? That does half their HP. They're gonna be really scared. They're gonna probably use like a cooldown, right? And say that this is like a Hela, right? Hellas have two tools to stop you when you combo, which is their stun and they have their bird, right? And they can use that at any point of their combo, any point of your combo. Say that you want to do this bread and butter combo, they can just bird out of it or they can stun you out of it. How do you combat that? Basically, you just want to cluster, zip, uppercut, and that's gonna pressure the Hela from doing two things: either stun you or use her bird, right? Oh. Hold up. The 2-time gifted from T Busy Bro. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Dude, my activity feed looks a little bit different right now, so I don't even know what's going on. I'm gonna be honest, but thank you so much for the. I'm assuming those are. Oh no, that's a sub. That's a one-time sub. You resubbed, right? That's what happened, right? Yeah, resub. No, but I appreciate it, dude. Really appreciate it. Actually one of the OGs. No
Watch
cap.
out, they're headed our way.
True, I play Loki, yeah.
Double kill.
Like, So okay, going back into my point is like, this is why I say don't rely on combos, because say that there's a rocket, why are you gonna bread and butter a rocket? There's just no point, right? What you want to do instead is probably this, where you cluster, zip, uppercut, cluster them again, right? And then it doesn't matter what kind of dash he does at that point, you can just get over here and uppercut after the cooldown, and he's dead, right? So, but that's not like a combo, you know what I mean? It's not really a flashy combo. You just zip uppercutting, hitting them in the cluster and re-engaging in the uppercutting again, right? So yeah, I mean, that's what I'd recommend even against like a Hela. You want to bait out the bird, zip uppercut, hit him with the tracer, and they're gonna probably bird at that point. And then you follow with a get over here and then uppercut, and they're dead, right? So there's like a lot of variations you can do with that. That's one of them, where you just wait for them to use their escape and then get over here and uppercut them, right? But there's other things you can do, which is like cluster, zip uppercut, cluster, and then you can pull them actually, and then into a down slam. So let me just show you that real quick. Why are these all guys? These guys are all low. Hold up. Oh, I messed up. You pull them and then you down slam, right? That's just one of many examples that I have for you, right? Where you do that. Oh my gosh, I'm fucking up. Hold up. Let me try this one more time. Like that.
Wow,
Alright.
4 in a row.
Or another thing you could do is go like this, and then just punch, right?
Amazing.
So don't rely too much on these combos or one-shot combos or whatever. Sometimes you just have to bait cooldowns out and play the 1v1 like that, right? So just learn to do that pretty much. Now, if you want to learn more about specific combos, leave a comment below and I will go in depth on the best and most useful specific combos to use. Otherwise, there's like a plethora of amazing combo videos out there already for you to watch. So I'm just here to warn you pretty much about becoming a combo nerd and just being that one like combo farmer Spider-Man, where you just everything has to be a combo, right? So, but yeah. So the next big part of the video that I'll be going on is the reality of pulling people off them, right? Now, I get it. Pulling people off the map is really cool, and it looks like it's very, very useful to learn. But it's very overrated, I'll say. And obviously, because like I know you guys like are pretty interested in pulling people off the map, probably I'll actually like show you the 3 ways you can do it. There's actually like there's more ways to pull people off the map, like technically, but these are like the 3 main ways, okay, that you'll consistently pull people off the map. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is the b-hop pull, which is just where you b-hop, and if you don't know how to b-hop, you just wanna zip, cluster, and jump. But the cluster and jump is gonna be almost at the same time, right? Like that. Right? It's gonna allow you to get some distance. And you want to be doing that and then pulling someone off at the same time. So that was a slow example. But if you want to, you can even do it fast, right? Like that. It's a faster one. It's all just gonna depend on how far you want to pull someone off. Like that. Okay. That's number 1, and number 2 is gonna be the uppercut pull, where it's just like a dry uppercut. Basically, you're gonna zip to the floor, but you gotta have like you gotta make sure there's like some elevation and you got like 20 meters of space for you. That's very important. If you don't have enough space, you'll just end up like not getting enough momentum, right? Like that. So make sure you have like at least like 15 to 20 meters of leeway, and you're just gonna zip uppercut almost at the exact same time, and pull like that. Okay. That's method number 2. I think you can get a little bit more distance here. Hold on. I forgot something very, very crucial actually. Let me redo that part. The second way to pull someone off the map is doing the zip uppercut. So basically it looks like this. Right? Very, very simple, but all you need is a little bit of space, so like 15 to 20 meters, and you need to be like on like, I prefer to do it like on higher ground, right? It's where it works best, maybe in the air, right? But basically all you're gonna do is just zip to the ground and then uppercut during that animation, right? And it's gonna send you flying. And to do the actual pulling part, it's important that you, so if it's a short range pull, hold on. It's very important that you, okay, let me restart that. It's very important that you cancel the uppercut into a pull, because normally when you uppercut, it takes this long to get a pull out. You see, it takes a little bit too long, and you're going kind of fast when you're doing this animation, right? There's no way you're pulling someone off, right? So it's important that you cancel the uppercut into a pull, okay? And how you do that is where you uppercut and then tap your web swing button and then pull, okay? So you uppercut, tap the web. Yeah, it's gonna cancel the uppercut and let you pull faster. The timing is a little bit tight, but it's not too bad, so make sure you practice this, okay? And you want to be doing that in this pull. So let me try this again. I didn't do it, all good. Okay, I didn't do it again, all good. That was a bad one. Let me retry that. Bruh. I don't usually do these pulls, I'm gonna be honest. There we go. But yeah, that's the method number 2. And then method number 3 is probably the most difficult one to do, but it's the most, like, I'd say, most important one to learn, because this allows you to pull people off the map in ways you've never seen before. Like, in distances you've never seen before. Like, you can pull people off from, like, half, like, way across the map, if you do it right. Right? So, basically what you gotta do is you zip and do the B-hop, right? Pretend you're doing this, B-hop tech, right? B-hop. Just B-hop. Make sure you know how to do this. And right after the B-hop, you want to uppercut. That. Okay? This is going to make you go flying. It's just like this. Once you got that down, you want to cancel the uppercut again into a pull. Okay?
Watch out, they're headed our way.
That. Just like how I showed you before. So actually, those two different pulls, the B-hop pull and then the zip uppercut pull that I showed you, kind of culminates into this one final pull. It's where you combine those two together, where you B-hop, uppercut, and then pull, right? And make sure you cancel the uppercut with a pull. Or cancel the uppercut with a upswing, right? Like this. And when you combine that, oh, it looks like this. Okay, never mind. Okay, again, when you combine all that, it looks like this. Okay, I'm gonna whiff. All good. Try it again. Alright, there we go. But yeah, that's how you actually do those pulls. Now, onto the reason why I think pulling people off the map is overrated is because most people try to do it wrong. The most optimal time to pull someone off the map is like right before the fight breaks out. Okay, like say that like people are walking to the point, right? Or like during neutral game while like the enemy's walking back to point or a cart. It's like the best time to hook someone off. Okay, because it's low risk and high reward. Well, it's low risk and like mid reward, I would say. It's like low risk, high reward. Yeah, low risk, high reward. And you don't really lose anything by messing up the pool because they're still walking to point, right? It's not like it's a full like fight breaking out, right? And part of the reason why I say it's overrated is because it's like not that great 80% of the time because you're pulling off a tank. And I'm gonna be honest, like the enemy team can still win the fight without like one tank most of the time, right? It's the supports that really matter. So because the tanks are there to maybe stall, but like even then, like if you're just going off of like who's gonna win the fight, like who's gonna like win the fight, fuck, I repeated myself. But what I'm saying is like you don't actually need a tank to win a fight. Most of the time, you just need the DPS and the support sub. So it doesn't really necessarily automatically win you fights, right? So, and you'll also fuck it up like 80% of the time because of how hard it is to sometimes pull these people off the map. And I will also say you can probably get to Eternity without even going for a single hook off the map. I'm gonna be honest. Like Spider-Man's strong enough to the point where you don't actually have to pull people off the map to get to Eternity even, right? So it's not like 100% necessary tech you have to learn, but I will get to the part where I tell you like when or why I think it's actually important to learn it as well, but I'll get to that, right? I mean, part of the reason too is that most characters can actually fly up. There's only like a couple of characters that like actually can't get out, like get off of a ledge, so we also got to think about that as well, right? Now, the reason, like the actual main reason why going for a pull is like sometimes really risky and it's not that great is because, I mean, most people use the hook during a fight, right? And that's the wrong way to use it. If you're in the middle of a really, really heated fight, it's very, very risky to just go for a hook, because what that means is that you don't have a cooldown for 8 seconds, a very, very important cooldown for 8 seconds, right? And also, that cooldown can also stop other ults. Like, if you miss the hook off the map, but then like a Strange ults your team, but you could have saved your team by hooking the Strange out of the ult, then you kind of just trolled, right? Like during the heat of a fight, like the enemy team is gonna try to ult, and it's actually like part of Spider-Man mastery to kind of realize like when to go for those hooks, and realize not when to go for them, but realize that like people can do things to wipe your team, and your hook can actually stop that, right? And also, you could just be going for like the healer in the back and just one-shotting him. Why do those things that's more risky and just waste a cooldown and possibly lose your team to fight, right? So I think a general rule of thumb is to not go for pulls during like a really heated fight. Like say that you're in the then genuinely like the thick of a fight. Don't go for a risky pull. Like even if it's like a reliable pull, like I go like if it's like super, if you're just at the ledge and you just like pull like a Groot off, that's easy, right? Or a mag off, then that's great. Go for it, because it's easy to land, right? But if you're trying to go for like a difficult pull like during the fight, you're kind of trolling. Because yeah, I'm just gonna say you're trolling, right? Again, to reiterate, the best time to pull someone off the map is definitely like right before a fight breaks out, right? Yeah. But I'm not saying don't learn it though. Definitely learn how to hook people off though, because there are going to be opportunities for you to do it. Again, like if you do it right before the fight breaks out, it can stagger the enemy team and it'll create advantages for you. Alright. Alright, the next part of the video, the truth about who to target on the enemy team. Okay, so the truth about who to target, okay, is actually that there's no truth, okay? Because you would think, oh, just go after the supports, but it's not that simple, right? Because this will literally change every game, and every time like the enemy switches their comp or their characters is going to change. Right? I think just in general though, once you hop into a game and like you guys start the match, just press tab once you know their comp, and like you gotta visually like look at the characters and be like, okay, who can I actually kill? Okay, like, who are the targets I can actually go in and like 1v1 and kill, right? Not really 1v1, but like who can I kill, right? Can I kill a Strange? Not really. All right, can I kill like a Magneto? No, you're not gonna be going for tanks, right? Can I kill a Hela? Okay, I can, but it's not gonna be easy. I gotta think about like the matchup, right? Oh, can I kill a No More? No, it's not really gonna be possible, to be honest. I mean, you can kill a No More, but it's very hard. Can I kill a Magic? Maybe that's a bad example. But can I kill a Magic? No, you can barely 1v1 a Magic. I promise you'll never win a 1v1 against a Magic. Right? But say that they're playing like Hold on, let me go back
They're
here.
headed our way.
Wait, they're playing Iron Man. Okay. Wait, Iron Man's very, very easy to kill. Okay. Maybe I should go after him, right? Oh, if they're playing a Bucky. Oh, wait, I can't really fight a Bucky. He's just gonna out-duel me every single time.
Double KO.
Right. So, you just want to be going through their team comp and kind of deciding like who you can fight, right? Oh, shit, wrong.
It's up to us to help the people who can't help themselves.
Like, can you kill a Cloak and Dagger? Yes, but you're just gonna have to bait her cooldowns out, right? You're gonna have to track her when she vanishes, etc. Can you kill a Black Widow? Yes, you can. You just have to make sure you don't get hit by the kick, right? But you kind of just have to be like opening up the
You're welcome.
team comps and kind of just seeing first who you can kill, who you can target, right? And who you're gonna fight
Watch
that
out,
game.
they're headed our way.
And from there you narrow down who you're gonna kill, and then we can talk about the rest, right? So, number one is that if you see an uncontested player, make sure to pressure them off and get them. So pressure them and get them off the angle first, okay? Before the healers, if there's like a Hawkeye like on high ground somewhere in the corner, just pummeling your team, it's on you to go and pressure him off that angle or kill him, right? Because that should be the priority, okay? Because the team with the most pressure usually wins fights and usually wins. And if you win fights, you win games, right? And that's kind of how you have to look at it. Is that like, say that there's an Iron Man in the sky just shooting at your team, you kind of have to go for him, because if you just let him do that, and he's gonna put too much pressure on your team. Right? So you have to kind of match the pressure that the Iron Man's putting.
Watch out, they're headed
Right.
our way.
So yeah, I mean, it'll actually really depend on the match and depending on how the enemy team plays, but that's like a general rule of thumb. It always is going to change. This is true 80% of the time, that you want to go for the uncontested person first and then go for the healers, right? And then go for the APS, right? That's usually kind of how the order works, right? So just keep that in mind. And also, like, when I say that, like, indeed, true. Okay. I mean, okay, what I was gonna say next? Yes. Okay, also, next. If there is a Spider-Man on the other team, okay, you have to constantly mark the Spider-Man, okay? It's very, very annoying to play against the Spider-Man, I understand. But you have to constantly mark him. And you also kind of have to adapt to how he plays as well, because every Spider-Man is just gonna play really, really different. It really depends, right? One thing that's true for sure is that 80% of the time, like in game, you're just gonna have to 1v1 him the whole game. Like, because you are your own biggest counter, because of your HP pool and the fact that both of you are gonna be constantly out of position, like away from the team. So you're just bound to get into a lot of 1v1s. And from there, you're just gonna have to learn how to 1v1 a Spidey, and I'm gonna get into that right now, okay? So there's various things you can do. But first thing is to uppercut the Spider-Man out of the combo, okay? Uppercut the Spider-Man out of his combo. When you get over here, it's like this. Uppercut him out of it, okay? It's gonna interrupt his combo, and it's gonna allow you to have a chance of living and getting away to your team or to a health pack, okay? Another thing you can do is that when the enemy Spidey hits the Tracer on you and gets over here to you, what you can do is during that animation, you can pull him and then combo him like
You
can just combo him, right? And like counter combo him pretty much, right? I think a good thing you can do if a Spider-Man has to get over here on you is like you kind of bait him to actually go for you. This is why like Spidey 1v1s are so like skill based. I feel like it makes it really fun, right? But Spider-Man gets over to you. Oh, he's gonna do this. Say that he's doing that to you, right? What you want to do during that animation? Oh, you kill him first. Says HP.
I hope the next version of me I meet is nicer.
What you can do is pull, punch, cluster, uppercut, and then Venom team up. Okay, that's if you have a Venom team up, right? Okay, and that's just gonna kill him, right?
the next version of me
And
I mean is nicer.
yeah, I mean it's pretty great. Like
Pretty
it's actually
sure
insane
they're
how you can just bait the Spider-Man in, and like he has no way to like if you get over here during this animation, there's no way to escape it unless you like hit the web button, which is another thing, right? If you think that the Spider-Man is gonna hook you out of your combo, then what you can do is that you can cancel the get over here with a web swing,
The next version
right?
of me I mean
And
is
like
nicer.
from there, like there's so many different things. You're actually just playing a fighting game when you're playing against another Spider-Man, right? So yeah, I mean another thing, right? Say that you're the Venom team up, you can hit the team up button to interrupt this combo as well and stay immune, and then counter attack after that or get away, right? But that's pretty much most of it. But yeah, say that your get over here uppercut does connect on the enemy Spider-Man though.
I hope
If
the
you
next
have the Venom
version
team
of
up, make sure to just pop it and just finish him off, right? Oh, I don't know why he didn't die, but yeah, just make sure to just finish him off by doing this. Or if you don't have the Venom team up, 2 clusters is good enough, right? So what you can do is after the uppercut, cancel the uppercut into 2 clusters with the web. So you again the uppercut plus the web uppercut web and then cluster. Like that.
Way to
Alright.
go!
Now this is just an extra tip, but learn where all the health packs are on the map. Like genuinely, as a Spider-Man player, it's gonna help you so much if you just learn where all the health packs are on the map. Alright, this is very, very useful for Spidey 1v1s. Not only that though, but like just in general, it's gonna be way easier to just go on flanks because you're not gonna have to rely on your team to get heals all the time, right? But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it on like the truth about who to target on the enemy team. Again, just to reiterate, it's just gonna be different like every single game, every single like moment of the game, right? But general rule of thumb, go for the people that are not contested first, and then go for the healers. So this is gonna like be like say like the Hela on the off angle or the Iron Man in the sky, pretty much, right? And if it's a Spider-Man 1v1, I mean you're just gonna have to go for him like 80% of the time, all right? Or else he'll just kill you instead, right? But yeah. All right, next part of the video, why you suck at timing your engagements. Okay, so this is actually like probably one the more interesting topics for Spider-Man because I think Spider-Man has so many different like ways he can be effective as him. You can't just play him in a one-dimensional way. But I think like an important thing is that like you just shouldn't be trying to kill people when your team isn't there, right? So for example, if you're just swinging in, going in like this and trying to fight, like it's just useless. You're just wasting your time because unless you're there to just bait cooldowns out, which sure you can, right? If you really want to, but you shouldn't be going for kills when your team isn't there, right? Like what's the point? This is why like sometimes it's really frustrating to see a Black Panther. You're just playing the game normally, and the Black Panther and your team just fucking like going crazy like in their backline, and like, oh my gosh guys, I got one. But like it literally doesn't matter because we're not there to capitalize off of the kill. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with Spider-Man. It's like you can't go for these kills, and there's no point in going for these kills if like your team isn't there to capitalize off of it and progress the objective, right? So don't engage before your team already is fighting, okay? Because you risk dying and that kill literally won't be anything. Right? In contrast, the best time to actually go for kills is when your team like is already starting to fight, like because you're supposed to play like an assassin, right? Like you can go crazy when the enemy team is distracted, but otherwise like 4 people are gonna be looking at you when you engage and just get popped. How many times has that ever happened to you where like even me, right? I just swing in, like I do my fucking rollout, and then like my team's not even there, but like I'm not even trying to go for a kill, but I just go in like this and then you get popped. Why? Because the whole team is just looking at me, right? So just keep that in mind, right?
Watch
Another
out, they're
thing is
getting
like,
away.
stop trying to kill in every engagement. Like every time you go in, you don't actually have to kill, right? Say that you go for an engagement, but it gets dangerous. Just B-hop out or swing out. You don't have to commit to the fight. Most cases, like the higher elo you get, the longer you can stay in the fight, you're just gonna get popped, right? So make sure that you're okay with just doing the hit and run where you just cluster uppercut and get out, right? Cluster uppercut, cluster zip uppercut, cluster get over here, uppercut. Whatever the variation you're doing to do the hit and run, just do that and get out, right? And that way you can maybe possibly bait cooldowns and farm some ult charge, right?
That's amazing.
So many Spider-Man I just see
The
like
next
perma
person of
engaging,
me I
just
meet is nicer.
going for full combos and it's not working, right? But yeah. And another thing is like just some team comps or matchups, it just, this kind of goes into the point I made earlier about combos, is that you're gonna have to re-engage instead of full engaging the first time. Like against like a Hela, this is not a Hela, but I just keep using Hela as an example. You're gonna play against a lot of Helas in season 2, right? But cluster uppercut and then re-engage, right? Bait out cooldowns. You don't have to full engage every single time. Very, very important. Okay? And that goes well into the last point I'm gonna make in this video, which is gonna be the real correct playstyle of Spider-Man. Okay. And is it rage-based Spider-Man? Is that how you play Spider-Man? Like, what's the correct playstyle? Like, do you just have to play like a perma flanker? Like, what's going on, right? And my answer to that question is like literally like there are 2 different playstyles of Spider-Man. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna name those 2
Sure those are bad
just to
guys.
make it like easier to visualize. So there's a hyper aggressive Spider-Man playstyle on one end, and there's a very patient flanking, like quiet, like secretive, I don't know, like okay, maybe not that, but just maybe a patient flanker playstyle, okay? There's patient flanker playstyle and there's hyper aggressive playstyle, okay? And you can't be like only hyper aggressive or only patient flanker playstyle. That doesn't exist, right? Because it all exists on a spectrum. Okay, all exists on a spectrum. Okay, there's different levels of aggression. There's different levels of patience you have to have as a Spider-Man player, and it's gonna depend on the state of the game, who you're playing against, and how the enemy team is playing. Okay, and the way to figure that out is literally just by like, it just depends on how well the enemy team is responding to your engagements, right? I mean, I think this goes for any competitive video game, or like even if you're playing a sport, like you have to adapt as the game goes on, right? You can't just play the same way the entire time, right? You kind of have to fluctuate between those 2 on like on a scale, right? Because you can't just play hyper aggressive all the time and play super reserved and patient the entire time, because one of the biggest like problem with divers and melee characters is their uptime. And if you reduce your uptime too much to the point where you're like barely engaging and just waiting for the perfect time, then first of all your ult's not going to be up most of the time, and you're just going to be not effective. You're just going to be literally putting your team in a 5v6, right? But yeah, general rule of thumb, if the enemy team is bad, or like I say bad as in like they're not shutting you down properly, if they're not shutting you down properly, using your cooldowns properly, or even looking at you when you engage, literally just do the playstyle while you just fly in the air and repeatedly just abuse the enemy team with the cooldowns with like maximum uptime. So what I mean by that, right? If they're really just not looking at you or shooting at you, what you can do is just fly up in the air, go for combos, then fly up in the air,
Spider Fist is ready to
go
punch.
in, do your combo, fly in the air, and have your team heal you, like go back to your team maybe, and then go back in, like over and over again when you get your cooldowns back up, right? You can play like this, right? You can play like
Double KO.
you can play like I don't know what the best thing you could describe it as, but you can play super aggressive like that and in the open. It's not actually a problem if the enemy team isn't shutting you down, right? But say that they are shutting you down, they're looking at you, your team's not putting enough pressure on the enemy team, they're all looking at you all the time, right? In that case, then you kind of have to play more reserved. You're gonna have to play more patient, right? You're gonna have to go on flank routes. You're gonna have to try to not get seen, play behind corners, and then go in and attack when they're not looking and they're not paying attention, and then try to kill them like that, right? And then this is why learning where health packs are is important, because in these sorts of playstyles, you're gonna have to like go for health packs instead of going back to your team, because that wastes a lot of time, right? A lot of resources to swing back to your team because you're so far deep in the enemy lines. But Spider-Man is one of the best flankers. Like, not only is good at getting to point A to point B really fast, super aggressively, he's also really good for being slippery in the backline of the enemy team, right? Because he's literally the best at doing that. More than Psylocke, more than Black Panther, right? Because your mobility is unmatched. You can go to health packs in like 2 seconds, like a millisecond, right, to survive and stuff like that, right? So those are the two like extremes on each side, but the best Spider-Man player will be able to balance both of them, both aspects of gameplay, and use both styles to have a maximum effectiveness, right? So you're not only playing like flanking, you're not only like just trying to find the perfect opportunity, right, and playing in their backline. You're also like going crazy, like swinging in the air, like playing super aggressive with your cooldowns. Like every time you have them up, just go in and like go on their supports over and over and over again, right? Like those two like different playstyles, you need to kind of merge them into one, and then it'll become your own Spider-Man playstyle. Okay. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else for the video or any more topics that I was gonna cover today. But again, like if you guys want to learn more in-depth combo, like a combo guy, I need just make sure to let me know in the comments. But I really hope that this was really helpful for you for your Spider-Man journey. All right, and in season 2, I hope that every one of you guys can hit your rank goals with this guy. Yeah. Oh, holy fuck, bro. Gosh, I'm gonna have to sift through so much footage.
Double KO. That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row. 5. That's amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
Spider Slate.
Yeah. All right. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do, though. I'm gonna. I want you to just play like one quick match and like call it a day, though. I'm gonna just play one quick match and like end stream. But yeah.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Only my neighborhood is now like multiple realities.
I've never
Cool,
played
right?
this new map, so let's see how it goes.
It's up to us to help the people who can't help themselves.
Yeah, how tall is
Before you attack. Get ready.
Tall as Emma Frost, bro.
My daughter's convinced me.
Yo, what's going on in chat though?
I
Yo,
just
looking really
expected
thick.
a better outfit.
Look who's talking, Frost.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Apparently, money can't buy a fashion sense.
And your grating music.
Is it massive?
belongs in the bargain bin.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me see what this skin's all about, bro.
All you have to do is capture the mission area.
Oh my gosh, what is this map, bro? What is this map? This is domination? How do you hook people off on this map? Hit a massive ult? Oh shit, bro. Massive, bro.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Dude, where are the health bars?
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
Ground and pound. Stay away from that ox if it starts to hover. Spider fist is
Control lost.
What the? Is this a bug?
I gotta do better this time.
What do you mean, what the WTF?
Lifesaver. Gonna get sticky.
You didn't see that? Don't worry. Dude, what is my team doing, bro?
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
He's dying.
Round and pound.
I like the code. Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Round and pound.
Double KO.
Bro, where is my team? There they are.
Back in the swing of things.
Also, is it bugged, by the way? Like, why does it...
Leave them to Khonshu.
Nice.
Control seized.
Dude, where is this guy?
Now
Oh
we're
my gosh.
Spider Fist is ready to punch. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Really?
Gonna get sticky.
Oh my gosh, she has diamond form.
Mission area. Keep going.
Some love over here. Supernova.
A nice deep breath.
Wait, am I in that? What's up, blank space?
Chicken soup. Nice. Sorry, Johnny. It's just what I had to do. Gonna get sticky.
What? Wait. Oh, no.
The area's almost yours.
Is there a doctor in the house? Round and pound.
The moon wants you.
Crack the whip.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have order.
Gonna get sticky.
Oh, fuck.
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
Oh, they got off. Interesting. Wait, is Emma Frost OP or not, though? Real talk. Is Emma Frost broken or not? Yes.
Can we discover Aunt May's cherry pie dimension?
This map's like, I actually kind of like this map though. It's very nice. Feels
30
That's cool.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Krakoa.
Do you see a unicorn in an afro wig next to me? No. And you're missing out.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
This map is insane. But this actually just feels like a Destiny 2 map.
This feels like a long way
Like
from
genuinely.
Wings.
That's what it feels like. I don't know if any of you guys played Destiny 2 before. Oh, what is this part of the map? The hell?
Keeping up now. Come on. That one hurt. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Where the health packs are?
Gonna get sticky.
You belong to me.
Down to look at my massive combed it with blank space when he was playing Emma Frost or not. Wait, what? Y'all play it together?
Capture the mission area.
Round and pound. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man. Too sticky for you.
Did you get Emma Frost? Gosh. That was an L ult, by the way. I should not have ulted there if I really wanted to win. But I don't really want to win. I just want to have fun.
I suppose that helps.
So it doesn't really matter.
Now I've got something to prove.
Roll that, roll out. I guess it's like main.
Spider-Fist is ready to punch.
It's the grand finale. That one hurt.
Yeah, that put some pep in my step.
Alright, I'm kind of controlling.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Now I've got something to prove.
Wait, is this map out in competitive pool or no?
Turn around, you fool.
Feeling good.
What? Shoot, you can TP.
Snowball fight.
I'm just dead.
Some assistance.
That's crazy, you can TP. Really cool, actually.
Back in the swing of things.
Wait, what? Where is everything?
I am ready to put on a show.
Very interesting.
Where's the timeline where we all just go down to the bodega for a sandwich?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
1710 is a replay time if you decide to, and yes, it was in
They
con.
can see right through me. I bet you've heard that before too, Emma.
Men have said as much.
How many did you get?
Been wrong consistently, just as any diva would.
Well, from one mother to another, let me say you are a true gem.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
It makes sense if you can combo Emma Frost ult with Spider-Man ult.
All you need to do is
Be kinda
capture the
insane.
mission area. Got it?
I prefer teams of 4. I can make this work.
Is this the? Oh, you can hook people off here, no? Right? Oh, it's really pretty though. Damn. for it.
Capture now.
Pound.
Should try out.
They captured the
Where are the
mission
health
area.
packs? This one.
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
I suppose that helped.
Your time is past.
I'm not a vengeful person.
The reason why this game is insane is because Yo, what? How was an uppercut?
It's the grand finale.
Oh, dude, Human Torch movement is so bad. So annoying. Dude, I hooked the Luna. I hooked the Luna instead.
Ready to fight right now?
Has Emma been punishing you, sir? What's up, Barry? I mean, I'm just getting punished by the whole team, bruh.
Now I've got something to
This
prove.
is a team diff. You gotta add them. They won't ever die. Like, why are we copying a DPS ult? Are we okay? Neo peasants. Oh my gosh, dude. Human Torch movement, bro. It actually might be the most annoying movement I've seen in a video game.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Alright guys, but that was the end of my stream. I'll catch you guys later, alright? Whoever is still in chat, thank you for stopping by. But hope you have a good night, alright? Also IDFK, I will take a look at that clip on my own time later. But yeah. That was quick. Yeah, I mean you just joined the stream, right? Unfortunate.